The Walnut Creek Extension District, a division of K-State Research and Extension, covering Rush, Ness, and Lane counties. Here's Insight with Extension.
Welcome to Insight with Extension. This is Lacey Noterman, Agriculture and Natural Resource Extension Agent with the Walnut Creek District. As spring approaches, many homeowners begin thinking about yard work and landscape maintenance. One of the most common questions gardeners have is when to prune trees and shrubs. While early spring is a good time to prune many plants, the ideal timing can vary depending on the type of tree or shrub and its bloom time. A helpful rule of thumb is to determine when the plant produces its flowers. Plants that bloom in early spring, such as a redbud, crabapple, or lilac, should generally be pruned right after they finish flowering, usually between mid-April and mid-May. Pruning these plants earlier will not harm them, but it will likely reduce the number of blooms produced that season. For plants that bloom in the summer or fall, such as a butterfly bush, rose of Sharon, or linden, late winter to early spring is typically the best time to prune. These plants produce flowers on new growth that develops in the spring, so pruning them while they are still dormant will significantly affect their flowering. If flowering is not a concern, most deciduous trees can be pruned from late winter through early spring, generally between late February and early April. During this time, trees do not yet have leaves, making it easier to see their structure and determine which branches to remove. Pruning at this time also allows wounds to heal more quickly, helping prevent disease and decay. As with most gardening guidelines, there are a few exceptions. Oak trees should be pruned while dormant in the early winter months, typically between December and February, to also reduce the risk of spreading oak wilt. Trees that produce heavy sap flow in the spring, such as the maple tree or the elm, may be pruned in midsummer to avoid the mess of bleeding sap from fresh cuts. Evergreens, including pine, spruce, and juniper, are best pruned in early summer, usually from May to June as new growth develops. Unlike the deciduous plants, most evergreens cannot produce new growth from older interior branches. Because of this, their size can be managed by trimming new growth as it expands. Pruning at the proper time can help trees and shrubs remain healthy, attractive, and productive for years to come. Homeowners with questions about tree care or pruning can contact your local extension office for additional guidance. You have been listening to Insight with Extension. This is Lacey Noterman with the Walnut Creek Extension District serving Lane, Rush, and Ness counties.
Insight with Extension on Thunder Country 93.5.